Sarah lived in an old house on the outskirts of town. It was the kind of house that creaked and groaned with every gust of wind, but she had grown used to it, until one night. It was a cold, rainy evening, and Sarah was alone, reading a book in bed. The clock struck midnight and she heard a faint knock at the door. Tap, tap, tap. Startled, she froze, listening intently. The knock came again, a little louder this time. Tap, tap, tap. She hesitated but finally got up and went to the door. Peering through the peephole, she saw nothing. Probably the wind, she thought, trying to calm her nerves. But as she turned to go back to bed, the knocking started again, now from the back door. Tap, tap, tap. Fear gripped her. She grabbed her phone to call for help, but the line was dead. Gathering her courage, she tiptoed to the back door, her heart pounding. She slowly reached for the doorknob, her hand trembling. Just as she was about to open the door, she heard a whisper, so close it felt like it was right behind her. "Let me in," the voice said softly. Sarah spun around, but there was no one there. Panic set in. She bolted the back door and ran to her bedroom, locking herself inside. The knocking continued, louder and faster, now coming from all around the house. Tap, 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 tap. Then it stopped. Silence filled the air. Sarah, shaking with fear, slowly climbed into bed, pulling the covers over her head. She tried to convince herself it was all a nightmare. But just as she began to calm down, she felt a cold breath on her neck and heard the whisper again, right next to her ear. Too late. The next morning the house was empty. Sarah was never seen again. Morale. Some doors are better left unopened.